What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to see if silicone and leather should really be mixed. Apologies if I sound awful, I've been a little sick the last few days, but I'm feeling somewhat better, so hopefully you can tolerate my voice for a few minutes. So this is a hybrid silicone and leather Apple Watch band from a company called Sunkong. So this band comes in sizes to fit both the 38 and 42mm Apple Watches, and it comes in 3 different colors. First there's olive brown, which is the one you see here, then there's a simple black, and then a pink-purple color that's supposed to match the rose gold Apple Watch. The brown and black both have black hardware that goes nicely with the space gray Apple Watch, and then of course the pink one has hardware to match the rose gold watch. The black and brown come in both sizes, whereas the pink one only comes in 38mm. If you have a silver or gold Apple Watch, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this band because it's not going to match very well, although they could add different colors in the future, so check the link in the description. As of the filming of this video, they cost $23 or $24 depending on the size you get, although they are kind of backwards as to which size would be which price. So you might be asking yourself what I mean by hybrid, and basically all that means is you have a silicone interior and a leather exterior. So the idea here is to have a band that is classy and stylish like a leather band, while also having some of the comfort and durability properties of a silicone band. All in all, it seems like a pretty novel idea, but how does it stack up in the real world? So starting off with some things I really do like about this band, and the first is the aesthetic. I happen to think it looks really nice, and I've only been wearing it for a few weeks, so in theory it will only get better with age. I'm no fashion expert, but I think it does a really good job of making your watch look less like a smartwatch and more like an everyday timepiece. It does have some small marks from knocking it around and taking it on and off, but most people like a weather look on their leather bands anyway, so I wouldn't consider that much of an issue. Secondly, I'm pleasantly surprised with how comfortable this band is. I've mentioned before how I like bands with an infinite amount of adjustability, like with a magnet, although this band makes me think twice about that decision. Coming from the Apple silicone band that doesn't fit me at all and is horribly uncomfortable, I kind of figured this would be more of the same, but this is actually pretty comfortable. I think the moral of the story is I'm just never going to be comfortable wearing a watch, but if that's not a problem for you, I don't think this one's going to be an issue either. The other obvious benefit to having a silicone lining on the inside is that you won't have to worry about sweating on it if you use your watch to work out, like many of us do. I've never had a solid leather band, so I don't really know what the issues associated with it are, but I know a lot of people are worried about it getting wet and how that causes damage to the leather. The last thing I really appreciate is the affordable price. Yes, you can find cheaper watch bands, but a lot of those feel really cheap and have a tendency to fall apart, whereas this one has a surprisingly premium feel. It looks and feels really solid, so I'm not too awful worried about how it will hold up over time. Next, we move on to some of the less fortunate characteristics of the Sunkong band, and to be honest, there's not really much to say. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're looking for silver or gold, you're out of luck, and of course you're not going to be able to adjust it to your heart's content. Other than that, it's worth mentioning that it's harder to get off than my magnetic clasp band, but of course that kind of comes with the territory. In the end, I could definitely recommend checking this one out if you're looking for something a little more practical than your average everyday leather band. It's cheap, comfortable, and looks good, so really how can you go wrong? I'd like to thank Sunkong for sending out the band to review and being patient while I get this video out, and I'd like to thank all of you for watching and tolerating my voice for the last few minutes. Anyway, today's question of the day is, do you wear a watch, smartwatch or otherwise? Let me know by tapping the I or leaving a comment down below. I post new videos every single week, so I definitely like to see you back next week. But until then,